Okay, you are blocking our entry to a public space here. We are asking you to please move aside so we can access a political space. I am videotaping this, and I'm asking you to stop harassing me on a personal issue during a political general assembly. Excuse me, I am asking for equal rights as a human being here, and I'm recording this, and I am please asking you to quit harassing me about personal issues that should be resolved in other places, and I'm asking for public access to a public...
Because of well, but can we, like, we need to work with, we need to work on here, so can we go deal with that? Like, you know what I mean? It's the elephant in the room. It's not like we're going to be...
We've had 2 weeks to deal with it, and nobody else wanted to deal with it. I have been asking you please to stop harassing me about this personal issue. And could we please get on with our political process in this public space? I feel... Yes, and I have called for a number of people to gather here. I refuse to work with abusive people as well, and I feel you people are being abusive and harassing to me about a personal issue right now, and I'm going to, for the 3rd time and last time, ask you to please put this personal matter aside during political... Excuse me, am I asking any kind of unprofessional matter here?
Be effective tonight. Are we going to fix anything doing this way?
No.
Should we leave and have a conversation?
We should have a conversation at another time when we don't have a political process to engage in. This is a professional political process, and you are harassing me with a personal matter that has been non-threatening to all parties. I have not at any point in time shown any form of kind of threat. I feel unsafe with all this hostility in the room. My actions towards any individuals within this movement have been non-threatening and respectful, sir. That is how I can base that opinion. No, sir. I did a formal protest on an action that I felt was an attack. That was a setup. That is not an issue here, sir. That is still a personal matter. Okay. Could we please disturbing the peace? Well, let's go because they're stalling us to continue a political process.
Ben, I'm not
the W2 does not welcome you in here. Well, then tell the W2 people and then
and like, let's not play games.
This is not threatened by you invading my personal space here. I'm recording this and asking you to please move away from private property. Sir, this is an OB event where it is all inclusive, where everybody is abusers who are not willing to accept. This needs to be dealt with once and for all, so we can personal matters here. We schedule at a time when people want to get together and talk about this personal matter. As for now, and that has been unproven evidence, and I am going forward with legal lawyers.
We're just combating each other. This is not working. I don't know what the answer is, but talking over each other, I know each other. Okay. So
equal.
People who are breaching the basic immunity.
Correct. How have I breached the basic immunity?
Could you have a conversation about this instead of yelling?
Excuse me, sir, but I'm done being stalled. I am asking for my equal right as a participant within the Occupy movement to participate in the political process. On what grounds are you calling security?
Causing friction to our guests.
How am I causing
I'm trying to deal
friction?
with you independently with this, and you walked away from the conversation. And so W2 is now going to ask you to leave the building, or I'll call security and have you leave the building. Okay? So it's nice and clear. Okay? So it's up to you.
Okay, well, since this is your building, I have no choice but to abide by that.
And I'm happy to keep talking about the conversation we had the other day.
Sir, if you were happy to have that conversation, you would still allow me entry to W2. Am I allowed future entry to W2?
I will be glad to. What I said to you last time is you need to understand the way that you need to take responsibility for the consequences.
I have done so. I've taken responsibility for my actions and explained them to the community. I've taken 2 weeks out in stepping away. I have gone to the conflict resolution group, which fell apart over 2 weeks' time. No, you were not part of the conflict resolution group that I met up with originally 2 weeks previous to that. Sir, you were not part of the trusted group that asked me to take, that I trusted to take on my case. So I don't recognize you as part of this.
I tried my best to see if you could figure out a way to take responsibility.
On behalf of W2, how did I do anything within W2? How did I do anything within W2, sir?
This isn't working for us, so now we're off on security.
Do I have future access to this building?
You might not use that later. Nothing to do with the people here.
Yes, it does. You're defending these people's right to exclusion from a political process that I've been involved with since the beginning, sir. That's exactly what's going on here. You are being their tool. No, I'm actually pointing out what you're doing, sir. In truth.
You want to try to out-policy me like you're against
it's not policy.
Right? So
you are not separating professional from personal. Okay.
yeah, we're not a public city owned case, we're a private city case.
Seems to me like it's owned by the city of Vancouver.
That's the property owner. Yeah, so we're a leaseholder.
And who exactly is the leaseholder?
Our organization.
What's that organization called?
I mean, it'd be lovely if it was a community center, but it's not, so. And my email, just read my communication, I'm very explicit, you know. If you want to engage in a process where your presence doesn't disrupt the community center, then
I have just engaged in the process.
No, you actually walked away from it, and you said, yeah, I'm biased, so that's, you know, that's regrettable that you think that.
Well, sir, with your encounter, that's how I felt from the very first moment you opened your
I
mouth.
appreciate that, but you know, it's regrettable for you. You know, my interest is not OV. It's you know, men dealing with your stuff, and that's how I approach it. That's what I told you my expertise was.
All right, well,
The premise of engagement.
what about the fact that I was flanked by known peacekeepers, was acting in a peaceful fashion, and that other people were acting violently and harassingly, and
That's not how I saw it. What I saw was people were complaining about people shouting in the basement, and you know, your presence was the fuel that was creating that scenario.
You're talking about Wednesday night?
Yeah, but
I
that
was there.
doesn't mean that I have to be accountable for other people's bad
No, I
actions.
was there on Wednesday.
I'm not engaging both of you on this. You already know what my
Well, I
process
want to
is.
say one thing. It was,
Well, you haven't actually written me back to
Read
any...
the email. Read
I
the
have
previous email that you
read
said,
it.
oh, what's going on?
I have read it,
I also explained to
and-
you that if you want to re-engage in the process, you can do it any time. And I told you that on Wednesday downstairs. He said, are you bad for me? I said, no, just re-engage. I made a
can
point
you listen to one sentence from me?
I'm not engaging with
no,
you.
can you listen to one sentence?
What is your one sentence?
Okay, first off, I was there, right, on Wednesday night. It was at a conversation level. It was down there, right, and there were...
No, actually, people heard it upstairs.
I know, but I was there. Okay,
Pretty
it was
sure
at
they
a
didn't hear my
conversation with
voice.
Ben and like the women did. He was talking. A woman raised it to a fight level. She put her fingers up in the air and started yelling a sentence with
It's
the
not about
word...
Wednesday. It's not about Wednesday.
Well, let me finish anyway, okay, and then I'll told you my Wednesday story.
I'm not engaging with you over
I just wanted to say
one.
one sentence, that this woman raised it to a yelling level.
Just spoke
He was
Ben
talking,
as a
and
guest
she
in a
started
building.
swearing, fucking, and yelling, and that's when it switched
And
from
became
talking to
almost
fighting.
physically violent.
And I don't even know her
Someone
name.
else might say that started from him showing up in the first place. Some people might
Actually,
say
I have a
that
video
No, but
that
it's
proves what it
conversation
does.
is different than yelling and fighting.
So,
But
again...
it's so blocked and biased.
I'm not here to serve your needs. So if you interpret that
No, I just wanted
No,
to tell
but you
you
are
one
serving
sentence.
other people's needs by not removing the proper people who are causing the
For
disruption.
the whole group of people.
I'm not concerned with the whole group.
Yeah, you should be, because there's a very large group that's actually
There's a
acting
huge
in a
group.
very aggressive fashion.
I'm aware of that large group.
No.
So then
there's
why aren't
group
you
that
dealing
left
with
a
that
month
large
ago
group?
that are still following.
And a lot of the women left when all the men were running OV back in October. So, you can, when do you start?
You're not engaging,
Well, actually, I don't know the deal. You still haven't specified
Read my
that.
email. When you want to re-engage with me as the director of this facility, you can do that. So let me know via email whether you want to re-engage.
Well, I've already told you I've asked you to stay out of my personal affairs.
There you go.
And I do have this videotape. Thank you.
That woman is the one that raised it to a fighting level.
Yes, she
I
is.
don't even know who she is,
Neither do
but
I.
it was like talking.
I do have video of it.
But anyone will know her name, 'cause,